Okay, back to Italy. So, the geography of Italy, like I was talking about down there, I don't know why the orange part is highlighted, but the green part up in the right-hand corner, that is Italy. So it kind of looks like a boot. They say it looks like almost like the heel of a boot. So it's a peninsula. Does anyone know what a peninsula is? It's a kind of landform, peninsula. So that means it's kind of like a landform that branches off and is surrounded by water. See this white stuff? That's all water.
Kind of like an island?
Kind of like an island. Yeah, nice connection. Yeah, Nico.
I actually didn't know that Italy is Italian.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that when I'm part Italian.
Well, look at that. So this you could connect to.
Well, I don't know if it's Italian or something. I forgot.
That's okay. Well, ask when you get home. You can tell your mom, dad, whoever. You can be like, hey, we learned about Italy.
Something else.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, absolutely. You could be like, we learned about Italy. Does this kind of have to do with me? And then they'll let you know. Nice. So the population's a little over 62 million people. Okay. And one thing that I researched that was really cool is that they have more earthquakes than any other place in Europe. They have a ton of earthquakes, which is so interesting. And they also have 2 active volcanoes. When I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, we just did our presentations on this. I was so excited to find this research. There are 2 active volcanoes, Etna and Vesuvius. Oh, I heard of that now that I just said it out loud. Which could erupt at any time and are dangerous as they're so close to big cities. Why is that dangerous? Nico, my volcano man.
Because if they can erupt at any time and they're so close to big cities, that could cause a bunch of major damage.
Yeah.
They could shoot ash out of them, causing the clouds to cover up and it making smoke appear. They could start not breathing well and choke because
Absolutely.
of the ash and stuff in the air.
Yeah.
And the lava could rain down and splash on the city.
Yeah, and remember when the lava comes out and then it dries? What was that stuff called again, Stella?
Basalt.
Basalt, yeah, and that dries and that'll ruin the whole city. Yeah, so they're really, really dangerous. So let's talk about the culture a little bit. I just added a couple little bullet points. So their culture is known around the world for beautiful artwork. Has anyone ever heard of Leonardo da Vinci?
Yes.
Leonardo da Vinci, does anyone know the super famous painting he made?
I never.
Anyone know?
Mona Lisa.
Raymond, thank you for raising your hand. The Mona Lisa, yeah.
You never heard of the Mona Lisa?
Oh, yeah, but probably not the same guy. But nice connection, yeah. So, and Michelangelo, so those are 2 very famous painters, and this is actually a little drawing of Leonardo da Vinci. One thing I learned too was that young people often live at home until they're 30 years old, which is a bit different than, well, some people do in our culture, but some people don't, and 30 might be, older for some people. And then when their parents retire, they move in with their kids. So family is really, really important in Italy, which is really cool. So the language, the official language of Italy is Italian, okay? But in some small areas, there's also German, Slovenian, and French, which is cool. So there's a lot of different kinds of people, like a melting pot. So I do have some of the, I think I have 3 or 4 words that we're going to try.
Let's get started. The first word, I think all of you know, is buongiorno.
Let's try that.
Buongiorno means good morning.
And it means good morning.
Usually said when you are seeing anybody on the street, you're going into a cafe to have a coffee, or you're walking into a shop. Good morning is buongiorno. Buonasera is good evening.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
This is usually said pretty much any time after 4 p.m. I would say buonasera instead of buongiorno. If you are leaving the shop, restaurant, wherever, instead of saying goodbye, you could say have a nice day, which would be buona giornata.
Buona giornata. Ooh, that's fun. I like this one.
In the same instance, if it's in the evening, I would say buona serata. I know
Buona serata.
you all know ciao, which means hello or goodbye, but it
Ciao.
is very shop or a restaurant or a cafe and you don't know the person, you should talk to them more in a formal manner. So instead of saying ciao when you're entering or when you're wanting to say hello, I recommend saying salve. So this is used a lot from, I can't speak for other cities in Italy, but if you do say salve, it is more respectful and more formal way of saying hello.
Which is cool to try out. So, I think
Let's
that
get
was,
started.
no, let's not. Okay, I think that was actually the last one I did holidays. This was really cool. I looked up, they had the celebration of Epiphany.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hear some people saying, oh yeah. Why are you saying, oh yeah? Why is that, Tyler?
Because that was in the Around the World sheets.
Yeah, there was like 5 places that celebrated this Epiphany. So that's actually what we're going to research more so on Juliana's day so that we can learn a little more about Epiphany. But that was actually, it's a traditional, or it's traditional to eat a special cake called Rosca de Reis, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, which is the 3 Kings cake. And a figure of baby Jesus is hidden inside of the cake. And whoever has the baby Jesus in the piece of their cake is the godparent of Jesus for that year, which is interesting, different than what we celebrate, right? And 2 of the most important holidays are Christmas and Ferragosto, and that's the 15th of August where everyone heads to the beach. Which I'm trying to go to that holiday, am I right? I'm trying to celebrate that here. That sounds like a great holiday. So, that is actually all I have for today, just because I don't want to ruin too much of it for Juliana's, okay? So we will be making Stromboli. Like I said, it's just kind of like pizza, but it's folded into like a big pocket, okay? Almost like a big Hot Pocket. You guys have Hot Pockets?
Yes.
No, Jack, I love you so much. We can't have you eat this one, but I have other snacks that you can eat as well, okay? Just because there were too many different things that had dairy in it, so that was tough. But thank you for understanding. Yes.
Yeah, my dad, I think he made it last night.
Oh my goodness, Jalen had it last night. Did you know you were celebrating the Italian culture?
No.
Look at that, now you do. All right, so I actually did get the recipe beforehand for this one, so I did make some math problems for our recipe. So I'm going to have us head back to our seat and we're going to try to work on some of these math problems. Now, the math problems that we're going to be doing have to do with multiples and factors, okay? We learned about it on Friday. If you guys need help with that, we're going to go over them together. Multiple Monster and Factor Ninja is up on the board if you need to just kind of refresh your brain on what those are, okay? Yes, Nico.
Do you know what?
What?
So Hot Pockets are like pizza, right?
Is this about Hot Pockets?
No.
Okay.
It's about pizza.
Okay, so save this until we head over to specials, just because I want to make sure we have time to get this done so I can pop it in the oven. You can have it when you get back, okay? But I do want to hear that after, okay?
This is just pizza?
So,
Kind of.
but fold it over. So, I've never made one before. I'm really excited, and you guys can head back to your seats. Off you go, and Amelia's coming around to give you your Stromboli recipe sheet. Oh yeah, you can do different toppings. It's really cool.
But it said
Okay, I love that.
Bonjour.
I'm glad that it reminded you of different things.
That's cute.
There you go.
Can you say that?
All right.
Bonjour.
So these are part of the recipe that we're going to be doing. Let me just grab the ingredients. Oh. We're gonna see how this goes. So you can start to look at the first question. The first factor in the list of factor pairs for 10. So, factors. Let's talk about that for a moment here. For factor pairs, anyone remember what a factor is? Yeah, Priscilla.
A factor is many multiplication numbers gives you the answer to 10.
So multiplication problems that they give you the product of 10? Yeah, absolutely. So you always start off, just to refresh our memory, you might want to do it either on the back or maybe on the side. For the factor pairs of 10, you always start off with 1 times 10, right? What's the next one? Let's try the next number would be 2's. Does 2 times something give you 10?
No. Yeah. Well, yeah. 2 times 5.
2, 4, try your multiples. 2, 4, 6, 8.
10.
2 times what? 5. 2 times 5. Does 3 work?
No.
3, 6, 9. No. What about 4's?
No.
4, 8. No. And then we circle back to 5. So these are the only 4 I should list. 1, comma, 2, comma, 5, comma, 10. So what's the first factor in this list? 1. So we need 1 tablespoon of butter. Flying in my direction. Okay. And I need all the ingredients. All right. Hold on. I don't think I put these in order. Let's see. Bowls. Hold on. Oh, that's okay. All right. I don't know if I put these in order, so let's solve through these first, then I'll take the volunteers. Okay? So the second one, the first factor in the list of factor pairs for 12.
She said she would do it
Ooh.
after we finish.
So I want to see your factor pairs of 12. So if I'm doing factor pairs of 12, I start off with 1.
1 times 12.
1 times 12 will be the first one. What about 2? Does 2 work? Remember, Priscilla, what was your rule that you told us?
Anything times 2 would give you an even number in the ones place.
2 doesn't work.
So yeah, so 2's will probably work, right? Because that has an even number in the ones place. So 2's should work. Does 2 times something give me 12?
2
Olivia.
2 times 6.
2 times 6. Nice. What about 3's?
Yes. 3 times 4.
What was it, Brandon?
3 times 4.
3 times 4. And it's starting to overlap. So would 5's work?
No.
Remember, the number has to end in a 0 or a 5, or it probably won't work. Nope. And then we're back to 6's, so that's it. So if I'm listing those off, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. What is the first factor in that list of factor pairs for 12? 1. 1 teaspoon of garlic. Now that's a fraction. Write your fraction here and let me know what you get. Well, I got one person got it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Tyler. What'd you get? 1.5. Nice. Yep. 1 full circle is colored in, and then 1/2 of a circle is colored in. All right. For the next one, a multiple of 5 that is less than 20. A multiple of 5 that is less than 20. So think when you're doing multiples, you're doing your skip counting. Okay. Ooh, I like seeing all these hands. Skip counting by your 5s. There are several answers to this, but I'm looking for one. Easton, what'd you get? 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, and that's less than 20. Could I have said 10? Yep. Could I have said 5?
Yes.
Could I have said 15? Yeah, because that's the answer.
You could have said 0.
So 0 wouldn't have worked because you got to start with that 5.
Yeah.
Yep, you got to start with the 5.
What is that?
The second factor in the list of factors for 20. So you got to do your factor pairs. The second number for 20. I want the factor pairs of 20. Starting with 1 times what would give me 20?
1 times 20.
Thank you, Brandon. 1 times 20. Yes, sir. So 1 times 20 you're starting with.
And 5 times 4. Oh!
Did you try 2s?
Yeah. Oh,
Remember to try each number in order. So 1 times 20 we said. 1 times 20. What about 2? Does 2s work?
Oh, yes. 2 times 10.
Oh, 2 times 10. 2 times 10 gives me 20. What about 3s?
No.
What about 4s?
Yes. 4 times 5.
Oh, 4 times 5. And I would ask if 5s work, but we just circled back. So what is the second factor in that list of factors if I line them up and listed them? Go ahead, Jack.
2 times 10.
2 times 10 is the factor pair.
Oh, factor here. The second.
The second factor. If I listed them like this, so it should be 1, 2, 4. And what is that, Jack?
2.
2. So we have 2 tablespoons of Parmesan. Nice. Oh, Parmesan's great. All right, I think I have it. I feel like I'm in a pizzeria.
Victoria.
Look at me, I'm a teacher and a chef. Haha.
My dad is a chef.
Oh, I should have called your dad in here. And Stella's. You both have chef fathers?
That's
If your parents are watching this, please join us. Nice. I love making homemade pizza, but I've never made a Stromboli. All right. So, now I need some volunteers.
My dad just Robert's first.
Well, obviously Robert's first. Hold on. Now, we need...
My dad made pizza for the game last night.
Nice. Robert, would you like to come pour some butter on here? So one thing someone said when they were coming up, I think it was Jalen, that you can add different toppings. Yeah. I didn't even think of that. You could make this like all cheese. You could do cheese and pop. All right, so it says to put this right on top and then I'll spread it in. Okay?
I haven't
Okay, and then we'll keep that a little bit. Nice, nice and buttery. All right, thank you, sir. All right. I think I was supposed to use some of that butter for the other one, but that's okay. So we're gonna make 2 Strombolis. I will make the other one while you guys are at special, hopefully. All right, next I need garlic. Nico, come on down, sir.
My dad actually makes stuff like that at home.
Garlic's great.
Garlic is actually good.
In here, I think in that little guy right there. That one right there. Yep, grab that. I think that's garlic, is it?
Looks like garlic.
Sure does. I got butter all over
Looks like
it.
garlic and it is garlic.
All right, sir. So just shake it. Don't touch it, but shake it onto this. Okay. Here, I will put this under the hover cam so you guys can see. Ready? I will. Ready? Oof. That's okay. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Yep, that's a good idea. All right, Brandon's gonna come help me put this under the hover cam, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just move the hover cam. Like I just can't touch it because I got butter all over me.
Butter.
Perfect. And then you
Butter
lift that
pizza.
up a little bit. Right there. Perfect. You got it. Nice. All right. The next part is half cup of Parmesan. We're gonna measure with our hearts. Yeah, Priscilla, come on down.
That looks so weird.
So we got our butter, we got our garlic, we got a lot of butter.
I
Okay.
always like wearing this sweater for Multicultural.
I love that. It's from a different culture.
The mozzarella. It is.
All right.
This one, you forgot about mozzarella.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Smells
I'm doing mozzarella right now.
It looks weird, but smells good at the same time.
Can you smell it from here? That means your mask isn't above your nose.
You won't be able to see that. I can like still see.
All right. I needed new gloves because that butter was nuts. All right. What I'm going to have you do, my dear, put a glove on. We're going to measure with our hearts. Okay? Half cup. I'll let you know when a half cup is a half cup.
I
Get a
think
little
we just
handful
get.
in there.
Why
All
don't we
right,
just
so
get a cup?
do it just on half. So, like this half of it. Like one half of the dough. There we go. Nice. Let's do one more. We like cheese.
I know I love cheese. We love cheese. Chuck E. Cheese.
No, this half too. Yep, we're gonna hold it over. Nice, nice. Thank you, dear. And we're almost done already. Thank you. And you can take that glove off and wash your hands if you need to. The last thing, we need to top with how many pieces of pepperoni? 15. But the directions do say we can add more if we'd like. All right, Easton, come on down, sir. Get a glove on your hand. Make sure that mask is above your nose. I like to eat a slice and kind of pop it on. 1, 2. Ooh, let's count this out in multiples of 2. Ready? 2, 4. You do one out of 6,
8.
8, 10, 12. What's the next one? 14, and then one more for 15. That is not a multiple of 2, however. 15. There we go. Thank you, sir. We can take that glove off. And oh, she said we can add more. She says we can add more cheese. Robert, I like your mom. Add one more layer of cheese.
We
I'm gonna do
love
that quick.
cheese.
All right, and then that's it. So this part I'm going to do because I've never done it before. I feel like it's going to be really hard to do. So then this is where the Stromboli like gets its shape. Is we take this side and we fold it like a big pizza pocket. Whoa!
It's like a taco.
It's kind of like a taco, like a soft shell taco.
A pizza taco.
Wait.
We make 2 of them, and we're going to make them in little small squares. And then, yeah, that's what the cheese is, boo.
Oh, the cheese is mozzarella.
Why do you think I'm doing this with my fingers around the edge?
Oh, I knew it.
Why do you think? What do you think, Jack?
To kind of give it that crust look, or to keep it closed.
I think a little bit of both. Yeah, to kind of keep it closed, keep that crust look. I'm going to make sure it's super close because then all the cheese is going to come out. We don't want that to happen.
Oh wow, we want it nice and melted.
We want it nice and melted.
For that.
And the last thing is Parmesan.
Parmesan cheese.
Yes.
It has a little.
Oh, okay. Wait.
I think you're supposed to put that on before you close it.
Put what on? Oh, no, you can put it on top, it says. Seal and seal with the fingers and folding. If not, brush with melted butter or extra egg wash. Sprinkle with Parmesan cheese. Okay, the marinara is used for dipping. That's what it is. I thought I was supposed to add marinara in here, and then I got scared. But we did it. Okay, so now we do a little bit of egg wash action here. Good question. So, you don't wash it with eggs. You beat an egg a little bit, and then you kind of brush it on the top, an egg, and it makes it really golden brown and crispy. Yeah. So what I do need you to do is please line up for Jim. All right, guys, how is it? Does anyone not like it?
I don't really like it with the sauce.
That's okay. Do you like it without the sauce?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. So maybe not with the sauce. That's okay.
I don't like it with the sauce.
That's okay. Maybe you just don't like it in general. That's okay. But it's cool to taste our Italian culture. All right, guys.